concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury, or TBI, caused by a bump, blow, or jolt to the head, or by a hit to the body that causes your head and brain to move rapidly back and forth. This sudden movement can literally cause the brain to bounce around or twist in the skull, stretching and damaging the brain cells and creating chemical changes in the brain.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a neurodegeneration. It's a brain disease that's progressive, that's characterized by the buildup of a protein called tau. And what generally happens is a person gets symptomatic in their middle life, 30s, 40s, personality change, mood swings, irritability, maybe aggression, and those symptoms continue to progress as an individual lives. And ultimately, if the individual lives long enough, they can be dementia, Parkinsonism, gait, speech disorders, and now we're even seeing a subset with ALS-like symptoms.
Blurry some days and seeing some dots still, but the memory is the scariest part. All the stuff I do during the day that I don't even remember, so that's the scariest thing. I still have my days that are tough, and especially through this hot weather. I've had a lot of bad headaches and stuff, but the memory's been the big thing, and I'm working towards getting better. But right now, hockey's the last thing on my mind. Just getting better, and I can golf and in the cart and stuff like that, enjoy that stuff. But right now I'm just worried about being around my kids and enjoying every day.
Symptomatic, they should not be playing at all. That player should be sat until that player is symptom-free, both at rest and when we physically exert them.
One of the things that's important is rest. So not only physical rest, but also mental rest. And I think we sometimes minimize, what a kid will oftentimes go home and watch TV or start using the computer, and things like that are considered taxing. So you want to try to avoid some of those things. It's also important to avoid alcohol, avoid other types of medications or drugs that would affect your brain.
livelihood and your life, and if you're going to be affected for this 10, 15 years after your sport, then it's not worth it.
Hi, I have 3 daughters that play hockey. 2 of them have suffered concussions while playing a sport that they love. It's nothing more frightening than seeing your child go down the ice after getting hit into the boards and knowing that they are hurt and going over to the trainer and having the trainer check them out and then later tell us they believe they have a concussion. Bringing them to the doctor, getting diagnosed with that, having them miss at least a week of school with a constant headache. The fluorescent lights at the school, the flickering, made the headaches worse, and also it is tough for them to concentrate on anything. There's no texting, no TV watching, anything like that. So it's very frightening and painful to see your child with a constant headache for a week or more. I believe that any head contact in any sport, whether it be hockey, football, baseball, anything, should be no head contact allowed. Any players that are caught violating that by hitting somebody intentionally should be suspended from the game that they also love.
Concussions are something very serious and have affected me throughout my playing career. I realized how dangerous they can be when I came back too early and got another concussion very quickly. I now know that I need to wait till I am 100% before stepping back out on the ice. I think head contact should be eliminated because they'll make the game of hockey more safe, and concussions will be less likely to happen if head contact is eliminated from the sport.
To us, concussions are very real. We have 3 daughters that play hockey, 2 that experienced concussions while playing the game. It's very scary to see them go down, have to be helped off the ice, and later be diagnosed with a concussion. It changes them. They become more irritable, sensitive to light, their attention span is limited, they just aren't themselves. The positive is the concussion heals. You can tell when they're at 100%. They're back to normal. And that's the important part, is to make sure that they return to the sport when they're at 100%. We feel that there should be rules in place that govern the types of hits that can occur in sports, and also to make sure that it's officiated to a point where the rules are enforced so that nobody gets hurt, ultimately receiving a concussion.